right, looking at number 13. Vertex and directrix, and we're trying to write the equation. First one of the morning, let me just graph what I know. Maybe that'll jog my memory as what's going on. Vertex at -1, -7. Again, your graph doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be accurate enough for you to know which way this thing's going. That's why we do the graph. Directrix at y equals -8. So I'll come 1 down past -7. And there's my directrix. So now I know which way is this thing pointing? Up. It's got to be pointing up, away from the directrix, around the focus. I don't even have the focus, but I know where it is. So I'm pointing up. Some of you don't even draw the parabola. Like, as soon as you realize it's up, you're like, I can roll from there, because if it's up, that means the x stuff is squared, and the y stuff is not squared. Let's see, I know the vertex. And remember, the vertex is where the parabola zeroes out. So I want x plus 1 and y plus 7, because then I'd have 0, 0, and that's kind of a vertex type point. I need a 4p to go right there, which means I need to know what p is. P equals 1, because it's the distance from vertex to directrix, or vertex to focus, either way. But p equals 1, so 4p is 4. Be careful about the negative, positive, because we don't always catch that on the p, but we know if it's upside down, it's negative. This one's not. So there's my answer, number 13. Do you want to see any of the others? Sure. You got one in mind? Looks like we did most of the fractions already. Is there a fraction we haven't done? Number 8 or number 9. Got a preference out of those two, Ben?
Yeah, number 8 is good.
Number 8. Yes, I like number 8. I think it's going to be sideways parabola. So vertex is at 4, 0. And then the focus is at 4, 1/4. So Ben, which way is this thing opening? Up? Oh, so I was wrong. It's not left and right. That's why I draw the picture rather than try to do it in my head. It's opening up. That means the x term is squared. The y term is not squared. I want to zero out the x and y for the vertex. So x minus 4, y minus 0, which means I could have left off the y minus 0, but whatever. What's p equal to in this one, Ben? This is why p is 1/4. And so what is 4p? 1. Yep. So this is, that's perfectly okay as an answer, but because of that 1 and the 0, if you simplified it or saw it ahead of time, you might just write it as...
What if you got like a direct distance and like with a fraction, do you have to get like the...
You would still be doing the same thing. Like this one could have told you that the directrix was y equals -1/4. Right? So you'd still be finding this distance or this distance. They're both p. They're both p, and they're both 1/4. And then 4 times that is where the 1 comes from. Okay. Okay, good. So 2 days on graphing parabolas like that. One where you graph, one where you go backwards. Hopefully that makes both of them kind of fit together and make sense.